Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Let me make sure everything is working. Levels are good. Can you all hear me? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Be sure to drop your elephants and your crowns in the chat and let me know where you're watching from. We have to talk about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, but you know we love TLC, and there's so many other shows on TLC that we love to talk about. So I want to talk a little bit about I Love a Mama's Boy. I did start watching the latest episode of The Family Chantel, but you know, based on last week's episode, I'm not that invested. But we will get back to it. I want to see when the family goes to DR this week. I believe they're going to Chantel's mother's roots. And look, they're trying to produce a show. They're trying to keep us interested. They probably heard that we're just bored with the Family Chantel, but let's give them a little bit of time. But before we get into that, shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. I see you guys. What's going on? Perfect. Look, things happen. What's going on? Emily is the fool. Is Emily the one I'm thinking of? We will get into I Love a Mama's Boy just briefly before we start talking about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Lots to say there. Lots of situations and proposals and bridezillas. A lot to get into. Okay. And tell us as I'm sick of the DR storyline. I'm sick of it as well. To be honest with you, I'm not that invested in, and that's in regards to the Family Chantel, but I kind of like it when the family goes to DR and then they intermingle with Pedro's family. And I think that's what the producers are trying to get out of this moment. That's part of the reason why they even started the show, was because of the feud between both families. And there's going to be another fight. Last week we had a fight in New York, here in New York, between Pedro and what's the boyfriend's name? It doesn't even matter because he's so unimportant. Because I'm not interested in Pedro's sister's storyline or a street fight between Pedro and this man with two tight pants and a bad haircut. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know wintertime is upon us. Look. And you gotta lubricate. Libra says she has checked out, but she listens to the recap. So many of you tell me that, and I'm like, oh, damn. I mean, that's a heavy responsibility, but I'm here for it. So thank you for tuning in, guys. New Orleans is in the building. What's going on, everyone? Yes, they are going to South Carolina now to follow mom's roots. That's their premise right now this week. That's the part I got up to. I haven't finished watching The Family Chantel, but we will get back to The Family Chantel next week. You know, this is our, TLC moment here on the channel. You know, we cover a lot of Bravo stuff, but you know we love 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. We've covered 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, and those were lackluster seasons, but 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way is still very good. It's still very good. Okay, let me bring up the photos that I would like to bring up first. Before we jump into that, as I said to you before, I wanted to talk a little bit about, oh man, why is this thing not showing? This is the only thing about this. I'm gonna have to, oh no, here it is. I'm not paying attention, y'all. I want to talk briefly about I Love a Mama's Boy. So TLC, the Learning Channel, don't forget that's what that TLC stands for. The Learning Channel is giving us all kinds of moments. It's giving us all kinds of moments. And this couple, this is season 2, I Love a Mama's Boy. This is season 2. This couple, and I had to pull up the names because even though this is their second season, I can never remember the names because I'm not that invested. But this is Kim, Matt, and Mom Kelly. I do think that this couple leans into being on a reality show. However, this week, Kim is done. She's done with the situation. I would have been done with the situation when they said we have to build a home on their property, and the mom is so involved in choosing every single detail. They lean into being funny about it, but I don't know the reality of the situation. And I always looked at Mr. Matt suspect. Well, Kim took a position. She I forgot. I think it's in Texas. She took this position, and he wasn't happy about it. Of course, Kelly is a little happy about it. And I know some of these storylines are forced, pre-produced, But it's almost like watching a scripted show. It's almost like watching a scripted show and laughing. And I have to say, they're pretty funny, especially Matt and his mom, Kelly. They're funny together. Like, they lean into us laughing at them. They lean into this whole idea of him being a mama's boy. But I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about Matt. But I've been saying this since season 1. If you follow me on my TikTok, I've been talking about I love a mama's boy for a while now. So much so, one of the stars slipped into the comment section when I recapped it. We will get to the person that did that. So these people want to be famous. They want to be famous. And I literally have to have this window open so I can remember their names. So they're not that famous. Guys, who are just joining us, we have almost 100 people in the chat. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. We are talking about, of course, 90 Day Fiance, but I wanted to talk a little bit about another show on TLC called I Love a Mama's Boy. I love a mama's boy. I sure do not love a mama's boy. I do not. Nope. I do not love a mama's boy at all. That is annoying. I think I dated one person that was sort of like a mama's boy, and I was sort of like, all right, how far is this going to go? How far is this going to go? Jolene, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. I know Jolene loves and recaps 90 Day Fiance as well on her channel, guys, so be sure to support her as well. And Mama, shout out to her mom. Back to this. So before we get into 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, I wanted to just to briefly talk about I Love a Mama's Boy, just because I do enjoy watching the show. I'm not fully invested, but I guess I am fully invested because I watch it every week. I just don't recap it or talk about it until now. So I am looking at Matt, a little suspect, and they hit a whole new high. I didn't know what was going on with Kim, because Kim pretty much was not returning his calls. But apparently Kim has gotten, she's left the inner circle, the cloud, the smoky area of this home, and she's finally gotten some brains. She's finally realized this is not normal. And I think maybe from living with them, she's sort of like, this is normal. And in the middle of a pandemic, when all you have is Matt and Kelly sort of in your brain, she's out of that. And she's like, this is not right. This is not working for me. So much so she doesn't call him back for 2 days. I mean, I didn't like that. If you're in a relationship, even if things are rocking, I mean, at least try and have a conversation, especially because you're engaged. I just don't know how she put up with that for so long and even got engaged. Well, now she's on the fence about it. Okay. Oh, this couple. I know the guy in the middle is called Shakib. So look, Emily, Shakib, and his mama Layla. They also lean into these pre-produced moments. They really lean into these pre-produced moments. I've heard word on the curb is that this is a fake story. This is a fake relationship. This is a fake situation. Shakib is the one who came in my comment section when I recapped this last season. This is his second season on the show. He came into my comments. I forgot what he said. I forgot his exact wording, but he was just, he watched the recap. He likes the attention. Shakib likes the attention. This last episode, Shakib proposes with a promise ring. These reality shows and their promise rings. Honestly, I believe at this point, Emily is also doing this for television. At first season, I believed Emily. I was like, oh, Emily, she's feisty. I like that she's giving Layla the business. But Layla is the ruler of her castle. The husband can't say anything. Shakib can't say anything. But this is I Love a Mama's Boy is very much so these reality stars leaning into being fake and pre-produced. The only relationship on here that I kind of believe might be this one. It might be these folks. Okay, Stephanie, Mike, and his mom, Liz. I kind of believe this story just because she left. She left. Stephanie left Mike. She's like, I need to go to California. There are bigger and better opportunities. I love you, but this is not working for me. This is not working for me. But I feel for Liz because Liz has been raising Mike on her own. I believe that his father died when he was very, very young. So it's really only been them. And it seems like their family is just them. So he feels as if he leaves his mom, she's out there by herself. And I really believe that he's a mama's boy. I don't know. So I don't know about this one, but I definitely believe that he is definitely a mama's boy on some level. And look, reality TV is not what reality TV used to be. It's not as real. But some people lean more into the pre-production, and then there are some people that are just naturally themselves on reality TV. I don't know about Stephanie, Mike, and their relationship. They're young. And it looks as if Mike, he already has this opportunity that he can, go to California for, and now he's leaning towards doing that. And he has that hard conversation with his mom about that. But like I said, watching their scenes, I believe their scenes more than I believe in, them. Layla's funny, though. Layla makes me laugh. Layla definitely makes me laugh, but I don't know if I believe. I don't know if there's anything that I believe about this show. Let me see what you guys are saying. Debbie says, oh my God, this guy bugs me. The mother needs to get a job at a daycare. The girlfriend needs to find a new man, a real man. I mean, that could be said about all of the couples. Mama Ali, oh, mama's boy, although I'm raising one. Uh-oh, Ali. Uh-oh. Yeah, but look, they added a black couple this year. They added a black couple and a Hispanic couple this year. And guys, we're just previewing I Love a Mama's Boy. So many of you slip into the comment section or my DMs and say, can you talk about I Love a Mama's Boy? Because it's an actual show that I've been watching. I've been watching since season 1. If you follow me on my TikTok, then you know I've been talking about it since season 1. I have not recapped any of it this season, but I said, you know what? Since we're talking about TLC and we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé, let's talk about these folks really quickly if we can. All right? So here we are. First of all, he is fine as hell. I'm not going to even lie. He is fine. Okay? So we have Tracy, Bryant, and his mom, Jane. Okay? We even get to see this couple get married. But this is another relationship that's just a little too much. She goes on their honeymoon with them. This week, Tracy is trying to get her dating. And she seems like she's open to it. But she says she hasn't dated in like 25 years. Anyone, ladies, men, do not take that long of a hiatus from dating. Things will dry up. Things will dry up. I can't imagine not dating for 25 years. Like dating, not even a date here and there. Every once in a while, even if you haven't dated for a large period of time, and when I say large period of time, a few months, even a year, at least go on one date just to kind of keep your feet wet. One date. Look, I'm giving dating advice. When was the last time I went on a date? It's been a few months. It's been a few months. Libra says, oh, I thought you were recapping the other show. I am recapping. I'm talking about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way as well. I just wanted to talk a little bit about another TLC show, I Love a Mama's Boy. We're going to get into 90 Day Fiancé, but people need a moment to get into the chat. And a lot of you have been asking me to talk about I Love a Mama's Boy. So this couple, I'm interested in their storyline just because they are trying, at least his girlfriend is trying to, his wife now, his wife Tracy, Brian's wife Tracy, she is now trying to get Jane a man so she can stay out of their business. Speaking of staying out of their business, oh, this couple, Tia, I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Theos? I'm just gonna go on Theo. Theo, I apologize. So Tia, Theo, and his mom, Carolyn. His mom, Carolyn, she relies on him a lot. The moment I saw this couple from the very first season, not the first season. This is their first season on the show. This is the second season of I Love a Mama's Boy. But the very first episode with this couple, I was like, oh, wait, he's lying to her, though, in order to be with his mom. I said, first of all, the lying part, it starts with lying about being with your mom, and then he's lying about being with another woman. Okay, so I didn't like that. The fact that he's lying and hiding out with his mom and eating out with his mom and not letting his girlfriend or wife know. I don't know. Is that the girlfriend or wife? I can't remember. It's unimportant. He's still a mama's boy, period. Woo. Love a mama's boy train wreck. I love a mama's train wreck. Hold on. Tia is too beautiful to put up with this. But Tia is putting up with this. And sometimes I try not to be cynical, but then I'm like, is she putting up with this so she could be on TV? I hope not. But I was just happy that they added, they added an Hispanic couple, then they added a Black couple this year. Because look, Mama's Boys, there's no just one color. Mama's Boys exist across the board, and probably at least within certain cultures, probably a lot worse. just saying. Thank you, Diana, for the reminder, guys. Don't forget, you can get your coldest water bottle today, 10% off when you use the discount code KEMP10. So many of you have been tagging me and letting me know that you got your coldest water bottle. They come so quickly. Also, don't forget, this keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. 36 plus hours, and I love it. When I went live, I was like, oh, I got to fill my coldest water bottle up. I hadn't drank enough water today. When you get in the mix of covering your stories, you forget to eat sometimes. So I had to make sure I had a little shake, my water. And don't forget, I just posted a video talking about Kim Richards and a new development coming out of this Andy Cohen book that Bravo paid for her to go to rehab. A lot of you have thoughts. If you missed that video, be sure to check that one out, because I had some thoughts as well, and why that was mentioned in the book and why it's a hot topic right now. But right now we are covering 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, but I wanted to talk a little bit about I Love a Mama's Boy. We're going to continue. Guys, if you're watching the replay of this, let me know if you want us to continue to cover I Love a Mama's Boy, or I'll just watch it in silence at home by myself, and I won't talk about it anywhere else. So be sure to let me know. Let's get into 90 Day Fiancé, because I know that's why the majority of you are here. We recap 90 Day Fiancé all the time here on the channel, and there's a lot to cover this week. Oh, Lord. I know when I dropped by Up and Adam, and I was having the conversation initially with Adam and Jason about Steven, I said, I love Steven. And when I say I love Steven, it's not like I love Steven and I want to be Steven's friend. No, I don't want to be Steven's friend. I think Steven was great for reality TV, but now I'm a little bored of Steven and his antics. I don't believe that this relationship is going to last. I don't believe that they're young. He's 25, she's 20. So when she's making all these weird mistakes, and not weird, but just immature mistakes, it's because she's 20 years old, guys. Just keep that in mind. Yes, Asia, we have, usually when I talk about 90 Day Fiancé, I sort of mix in the Family Chantel. I did not finish watching this week's episode, but we talked about it a little bit at the top of this episode. So stay tuned for next week. I'll double down on all the TLC stuff there. But this guy, Donna. Okay, please cover I Love a Mama's Boy. All right, so stay tuned, guys. We're gonna, because so many of you have tagged me and said, please cover I Love a Mama's Boy, and I've sort of just haven't had the time. But if you want it, I'll give it to you, and maybe we'll do a separate live talking about the Family Chantel and I Love a Mama's Boy, just because there's just so much to cover in regards to 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Don't forget, also, guys, we will be going live at 5 p.m., 5:15 p.m. Eastern to talk about a sneak peek from the Real Housewives of Potomac. I've already set up the link. Set your reminders. Don't miss that. You will have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts on that topic. I won't be taking callers today for this live, just because I want to kind of get through some of the information, and I have a meeting after this live as well. Lots of things happening. Oh, sidebar. It's election day here in the United States. Across the board, your local elections matter probably more to you than your general elections, where it's the most popular, or the president, those types of things, or governor. Go vote. It's very quick and easy. I know a lot of states have early voting or mail-in ballots. If you haven't, go vote today. Today is the day. I went to vote early this morning. Done. Just a reminder. Anyways, nothing political. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but go vote. Go exercise your ability to have that opportunity. There are so many people that would die for that opportunity. We have it, so go vote. Anyways, speaking of voting, I vote that Steven is kicked off the show. This was Steven in a moment where he was serenading Alina and he was like, be mine forever. Sorry, that's exactly how he sang it, though. They're young. Rumor on the street is that they're not together. They've, individually been photographed separate. We already knew this. He's a dog. She's young. This episode, we get to see him delete his social media. Remember, he was fighting to keep his social media. That's the way I keep in contact. But honestly, so many people tell me the only way that they keep in contact with family and friends is through social media. It's not through phone contact. And of course, Alina being 20, she thinks that deleting social media is going to stop him from cheating on her. No, Alina, that's not going to happen. You can't control him from not cheating on you. You can't. Nicole says, Steven and his pre-planned apology gifts. I can't. Donna says, I hope he's kicked off. He's too young and acts like it. Yeah, he's 25 years old. You know what it is. The producers saw what I saw in Steven. He's quirky. He's funny. He's weird. But now it's starting to lean on like, oh, he's a dog. We're only on episode 10 of this. You know, we have quite a few more episodes before the tell-all. And of course, we're going to continue to cover it and have our opinions on it. Guys, be sure, if you haven't already, we have over 150 people watching. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. As you know, we cover a lot of different areas and hot topics, but also we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows. And stay tuned, guys. First of all, I already know. I'm going to ask you a question. We have been covering Queens on ABC and Insecure on HBO Max. We did a mashup of them the other day, but let me know if you want to do a watch party like we do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills of Insecure later today. Let me know in the comments for those that are watching the replay. Let me know in the live chat right now. Should we do a live party, a live watch party of Insecure on HBO Max on my TikTok exclusively? We're not going to do it here on YouTube because YouTube will probably knock me off and do all kinds of stuff. At least on TikTok, I can watch it with you guys. So let me know if you want to do that. Back to this. Oh, Lord. Kenny and Armando. Look, I've had so many emotional moments with this couple. This is our second season with them. I really do think that they love each other. It was just so uncomfortable because I really believe all Kenny wanted was a sunset wedding. And the planners had their opinions. Armando did not have his back. He's like, well, we can't do that. Because, of course, COVID restrictions, things have to be done at a certain time. But y'all, it's y'all wedding. Look, it's y'all. It's your wedding. You can do anything you want. Have the party beforehand. And then you know what? At the end of the party, I know people are drinking, whatever. Or in the middle of the party, before people really get sloshed, at the sunset, have your vows. And I honestly believe this is a pre-produced situation where they're trying to create some sort of conflict because obviously Kenny and Armando are probably madly in love and there really are no issues. However, I can see where Armando could be a little annoying. Let's be real. Armando's a little annoying. Can we be real? We love Armando and Kenny, but Armando wants everything to be his way. He wants Kenny to move to Mexico. He wants things to be a certain way. He doesn't want to pressure his family. Sidebar, the conversation that Armando has with his dad is like, I'm not coming. I'm still not comfortable. And Armando's is just like, well, if you don't come, then this is not we're not going to have a relationship. Anyone that's had to come out to their family understands what that conversation could be like. And even if you haven't come out to your family, if you had any sort of conflict with your parents where they don't accept you or accept your lifestyle, or period, not even lifestyle, accepts you for who you are, period. I was just like, oh, Armando. I get it. I get it. But he did tell his father that there will be a place there for him if he decides to come. I think that, again, was a partially pre-produced moment. I do think the father will be there. And then we're all going to be crying. We're all going to be crying. Dog Mom says his dad is like my dad, old school. And I get it. Look, I'm not even mad at the father, but I get why Armando is upset. And Armando really wants his dad to be there, but his mom is going to be there. That's more than I can say for mine. His mom's going to be there. His sister's going to be there. All of his family. I love Armando's little girl. She's so adorable. I love how she's just so gravitated to Kenny in such a way. I love that. Part of the reason why a lot of people wonder why Kenny had to move there. Well, we found out that the reason why Armando wants to stay in Mexico so that his little girl can still have a relationship with the little girl's mom's family. Because you remember the little girl's mom is dead. So that's part of the reason why they want to stay there, even though that's really it's not a quick, unless she's seeing them on a weekly basis. But if she's seeing them every few weeks, you could always do a flight to Mexico from Florida. It's not like he lives in New York, like where I live. Because then even then, how long is a flight from New York to Mexico? Someone in the chat, no, because I've never been to Mexico, even though I would love to go. Maybe that's the next trip. Next trip, y'all going to see the beach behind me. We shall see. This says, I agree, Armando's dad will attend. I think so too. I think they're trying to have a moment, but I'm okay with it. The whole scene with the wedding planners and the sunset situation. And I got annoyed for Kenny too. Anyone else get annoyed for Kenny? I was annoyed in that situation too, because Armando, you're supposed to have my back, and you're siding with your Mexican brethren over here, your Mexican gay brethren over here, and you're not having my back, and you're in the. Have you ever been in a relationship where your partner doesn't have your back when you're having a conversation with someone that's not in your relationship, and you're just like, you're supposed to have my back? We literally just said this in the car. All I want is my sunset wedding. And I think that's going to be beautiful. Just says, yeah, but Kempire, I can totally understand a Mexican being diverse to the idea of living in the US. Oh, yeah. I mean, I get that too. But the only part of that, if they were staying near Armando's family in Mexico, remember, they moved away from that area. So they're not even near Armando's family. I just thought it was sort of like, oh, why are you guys moving away and not just move to Florida? You know, just saying. Ain says being a flight attendant is a hop, skip, and a jump from Florida. See, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. And I'm sure those flights are inexpensive depending on when you're going. I ultimately believe they will move to Florida. I know Kenny is currently in Florida. I think, who knows? Kenny has a lot of family, so that he's back and forth. This relationship is still together. Look, we spent a lot of time on this relationship, even though there was not much there right now. But they're definitely offering us a lot more than they did in their very first season, because I was pretty bored with them. Their first season, like, I loved them in the beginning, and then I got bored with them very quickly. Tella says, right, they live 2.5 hours away. See? Yeah, so I just didn't understand moving away from Armando's family. But I don't know if he's moved closer to the child's mother's family. They need to make that make sense to me. But let's move on. Let's talk about this couple. The reason I want to talk about this couple, and I know they're their thumbnail, and because honestly, Jenny and Sumit, this is my favorite this season. Look, tell us, let's get to Jenny. No, I gotta hold off on Jenny because this is a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack. Libra says, I don't trust Armando. Libra, wow, explain why. Dogma says Jenny's straight nuts. You guys are our best. Okay, but let's talk about Ariela and Biniyam, because I have mixed feelings about this relationship. I have mixed feelings. Here's the reason why I have mixed feelings. I think my whole mindset when it comes to Ariella or Ariel. When how the hell you say her name? Ari. We're gonna call her Ari. My whole mindset changed. Remember the first season where we were introduced to them and her mom went to Ethiopia with her, but when her mom left, all of a sudden she changed up on him. She's like, I don't want to be alone with you. I said, you don't want to be alone with this man. You had a baby with this man. Are you not in love with this man? And I've never felt the love between this couple. I've never felt the love between this couple. I do believe, look, she went to the United States. She came here to the United States to get the surgery for Avi. Okay, I get it. Medical, it may not be the best. I'm not sure. But if that's where you're going to live, well, this episode, she is done. She is done with Biniyam because she's hearing things from his own family and friends about what he's doing in Ethiopia in her own home. And I have to agree with Ari. I don't like people just coming in and out my house. And I'm not here. I don't like that at all because I'm big on energy. I'm big on my space. So I don't need anybody and their mother traipsing through. Never mind if there are other women and if he's cheating. And apparently there are other women that are coming through. And Ariella gives him the business. Do I have that photo? She gives him the business when she calls him. And she is dead serious. And yes, guys, I do not know what happened to Ari's face. I don't know. I don't know if it's surgery. People are saying it's weight loss. I don't know. It just seems magically she had lost a lot of weight when she was in Ethiopia, but magically when she came to the United States, I think that not just Avi had some surgery, so did Ariella. Can we talk? All right. But she has had enough because she's hearing all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure if Wish, Biniyam's sister, had other motives trying to motivate her not to come back to Ethiopia, but she gives an ultimatum. She said, we should move to a neighboring city in Kenya. What's a neighboring country? But I think she said city. But she also said Kenya. Because they've been to this particular city in Kenya. So she wants to start over there. I mean, I get it. They have a kid together. But you want to start over even though you might think he cheated on you while you're in the United States for 2 months? I just never believed that they were in love, especially when Leandro, her ex of 10 years, who she was married to, came and visited. She seemed to be more in love with him. I'm just saying, didn't she? She seemed to be more in love with him. She seemed to have a better relationship with him. I never really believed that Biniyam and Ari were in love. I think she had a baby and she feels like she should try and make it work. Rumor has it on the street is that they're already here. We already hear, I think last week's episode or the week before, she confirmed that she applied for a K-1 visa for him. The family, I'm sure her parents are sponsoring Biniyam to be here in the States because Ari doesn't have a job. So I'm sure they're sponsoring and they want her to come back. They talk about that in this episode. The sister's like, girl, come on back. Are you done playing your games of trying to, live abroad? Are you going to live in Ethiopia for forever? I was surprised that that Ari was still there, honestly. So I had to give her props for that one. Because I thought she would have been high, especially after the pandemic. I thought she would have left, but she had a lot of support there. She had that I guess was she a housekeeper, but also nanny that was living with her that helped her assimilate to life in Ethiopia. So I think that helps a lot, especially when you have a friend. I think that helped Ari get into life in Ethiopia. But now she's talking about going to Kenya. So this story, even though I'm normally not that interested in Ari and Biniyam's story, but it seems like it's going to heat up. And the way she flipped on him over Zoom, I was like, oh. And Biniyam always seems like he doesn't know what to say, and then maybe it's just the language barrier. But Benham, you having all kinds of people come through the house. You've put the baby's stuff away, and he says, it's hard for him to see it. And I believe that. I believe that. Why have that out if the baby's not here for a month or 2 months? It's also not a very big place. It's not a big place. So why not put that stuff away? I'm not sure if he's hiding pictures and stuff like that too. Do we believe and in the chat and also in the replay in the comment section, do you believe that Benham cheated on Ari while she was away in the United States for 2 weeks? 2 weeks, 2 months. Hold on. Rook says, Kempire, is she talking about visiting Kenya in Atlanta? You saying? Oh, damn. Everyone's saying, yep, no, yes. Okay. Wait, who's drunk? Hell yeah. Do you guys think that he was drunk and he slept with someone else? Damn. Oh, okay. Bonnie says no, but he sure had some fun. Trey says, hell yeah. I think overwhelmingly, you all believe that Benham cheated on her. Donna says, I think he hasn't been cheating. He loves her. I do believe he loves her. I don't believe she loves him. Do you think she cheated with Leandro? Are we going to hear another story of Leandro meeting? I'm surprised we didn't get a scene of Leandro in New Jersey with her. But we do see that the mom travels to Kenya to be, not to Kenya in Atlanta, but Kenya in Africa. We see that the mom goes with her. The mom has a very controlling hand in this relationship. I like the mom, but sometimes you have to let your daughter be an adult. Not sometimes. You should let your daughter be an adult. See, T. Maria says she doesn't love him. I don't think so. I don't think so either. Guys, we have over 200 and something people in the chat. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. At the top of this video, we talked a little bit about I Love a Mama's Boy. If you enjoy I Love a Mama's Boy, let me know in the comments or the chat here. We're also talking about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Love it, love it, love it. We will be going live later today to talk at 5-ish p.m. 5-ish p.m. Eastern. We will be going live to talk about the sneak peek from the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Oh, Giselle, you just make the meme so easy. So easy. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you're watching this already, and you've been watching for the last 40 minutes, then you're enjoying it. Like the video. Thank you. Let's move on. Let's talk about this couple. Anyone notice a couple of times? Anyone notice a couple of times last week and this week, Evelyn, when talking about going to therapy or talking about him living with her, she brings up, you're paying. You're going to pay half. Which rightfully so. If he's living there, he should be paying half. But it goes back to us saying, we've been saying this. I felt that those tears that we got from Evelyn the last couple of weeks were real. Even though technically he didn't cheat on her because she kicked him out, even though they were married. But some people feel, well, they're married, so it is cheating. Okay. But they only got married to keep him in the country. And then she had regrets and then kicked him out the country, and he met Jenny. Not Jenny and Sumit, another Jenny. And Jenny really was in love with him. And I kind of like them better together than Evelyn because Evelyn hates him. Evelyn hates him. She says in this episode that she misses him. I don't know. Corey, he seems a little woo. A little woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Marsha. I can't. This says it best. Corey needs to go back home to Jenny. And home, that's in Argentina. But you know what? Corey and Jenny from Jenny and Sumit need to go back to the United States. Both of them. But I think Corey really likes being in Ecuador. apparently he likes the feistiness of Evelyn, but Evelyn doesn't love you. I don't feel the love between them either. But and then at the end of the day, this is your life. But you put it on reality TV, so I get to judge you. You put it on reality TV, so I get to judge you. This relationship is not working for me. It's not working for me. Is it working for anyone else? Is it working for anyone else? I feel as if Evelyn's part of her motivation to stay in this relationship was, remember, he financed their business. Twice in the last couple of episodes, Evelyn has brought up him paying for things. Do I feel that she mustered up a few tears because she was really hurt that he moved on to another woman and then he admitted it in therapy? Yeah. Her ego. She thought she had him wrapped around her finger. So if anything, she's probably crying more for her ego than she is crying for him. And look, there are people that are friends that I would miss too. She says she missed him. I have friends that I would miss. When I did my collaboration with Adam and Jason yesterday for Salt Lake City, I said, oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a month of Sundays. I missed you. Those are my friends. So I could see Evelyn feeling like, oh, I miss having him around for paying for things. We're going to continue to follow this relationship. This is only halfway through the season. I'm not sure what else we're going to get from them in regards to drama, because we've gotten a lot of drama in this relationship already. And I just realized that this is only episode 10. Just saying. Nicole says, totally agree. She's more embarrassed / bruised pride and not tears of sadness. You know, I fell for the tears last week, Nicole. I was like, oh my God, she has feelings. Evelyn has feelings. I felt for her in that moment because she felt like he had left her, abandoned her for some other woman, and he was lying about it. Nope. She said, you can move back in. I need someone to pay half the rent, but you can't sleep in the same bedroom as me. Corey, if you don't grow a set of... That's all I'm going to give. Okay, I didn't realize it. Sometimes it feels like we don't have enough couples, and then sometimes it feels like we have a lot of couples. Guys, if you're just joining us, of course, we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Shout out to my moderators and our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TeamKempire.com. We have chosen our monthly fundraiser in honor of President Biden announcing that November is officially National Native American Heritage Month. We have chosen a really fantastic charity to donate to this month, firstnations.org. You can get more information on that organization there, but there are also details available on some of the videos that we've posted this week, today alone, that gives you a little bit more information. Ellie and Victor. So here's the thing. At first, I looked at Victor. He did cheat on her. Let's not forget. Let's preface this by saying Victor did cheat on her. But then Victor went through this horrific hurricane. They didn't think that this hurricane was going to be as bad as it was. Destroyed their island. And yes, his home wasn't destroyed, but everything, it's like having your beautiful home and you can't go shopping. You can't have your normal life. You don't have power. I believe that affected him. It affected his family. His family lost property and everything that they own. But Ellie also feels as if he's using her, that he's also, the way that he's speaking to her is a little much and a little aggressive. I think they're just frustrated. I think they're both dealing with things. He's dealing with the aftermath and the PTSD of going through a hurricane. He lived through it. He was in a home during the hurricane in Providencia. But also Ellie, looking besides that, she's looking at the fact that he cheated on her, that she can't trust him. Before all of this, now that he's alive and now they're trying to move on in their daily lives, her seeing the island as well, she's like, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for this beautiful little shack in paradise. Paradise is no longer paradise. Yes, if you've heard the rumor, spoiler alert, we've heard that Ellie is back in Washington State, back at her pizza place. I guess we will see how this will play out on the show. I think we all kind of knew that this relationship was not going to work out. I love it. I love it. We need just a t-shirt that says blank needs to go home for this show alone. Blank needs to go home. Virgin Island finest. Hey, that's not an excuse. Look, I'm trying to have an open mind. Y'all know I love to twerk on a fence. Good. She should stay there. Damn. I think the relationship could not. It's hard after. And look, every relationship is different. Everyone has rules for their relationship. Whatever works for you. Some people can get over being cheated on. I don't know if I could. Honestly, I don't know if I could. Because that is such a big breaking of trust in a relationship. The entire time you're going to be thinking and looking at that person like, you know, I couldn't. Me personally, I couldn't do it. But I don't judge people that stay in a relationship. Sidebar, we just talked about Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill allegedly cheating on her. Should she stay? I mean, they're grown adults. They just got married. I'm not going to fault Cynthia if this is proven true for her to stay. I'm not going to fault her if that's what she decides to do. However, Mike Hill has knowingly and admittedly said that he's cheated on every relationship that he's ever been in. This is what he has said. So I don't know. I just don't know. I know I couldn't do it. So Ellie obviously is a little triggered, a little, by this whole situation. And she does not want, she's already annoyed by his spending habits. Mind you, he's spending her money. When they go into these shops, he's spending her money. So if she says to you, no, I don't want to pay that for that, you should be like, honestly, and I know you're the man in the relationship, whatever, but you're not that much of a man. She's the one paying for everything. So if she says she doesn't want to pay for something, so be it. Tella says Cynthia knew what she was getting herself into. I mean, technically, when you think about it, she did. She knew about the book. We talked about it on the show. Donna says, yeah, it's all her money. I know. I started a mess bringing Cynthia up. Yeah, Cynthia's a fool. She thinks she's the one who's going to stop him from cheating. I don't know if that's what she thought. But apparently we need to have a larger conversation about cheating. I can't. I know for me personally, I could not do it. I could not stay in a relationship if someone cheated on me. But you never know. I might fall madly in love with someone and look past that at some point. I just don't see it happening. But you never know. I dwell in possibility. All right. We didn't get a lot from Ellie and Victor this week, but we did get them. And couples have these spats. I know if you're in a relationship or married, you all have these little arguments. These little arguments where you kind of go back and forth over the daily lives of things, shopping or cleaning or, and remember, again, we have to remember he's been through trauma. She's been through trauma. Remember, she lost her husband. She lost her parents. That's why the reason why we were like, oh, Ellie. Like, we're very protective of Ellie. At least I am. Y'all probably like, I don't care about no damn Ellie. I love having these conversations with you guys. Let's continue the conversations. For those that are watching the replay of this, in the comment section, I want to know your thoughts on all of the couples. Break them all down in the comment section. Your favorite couples. Are you still invested in this season? Even if you're talking about I Love a Mama's Boy or The Family Chantel, we love all things in pop culture, and reality TV is a part of pop culture. And we have a lot of really great things coming up this week, guys. So stay tuned for that here as well. And some of our friends will be dropping by, including Down with Jason tomorrow for our Below Deck conversation. I love me some Below Deck. Don't forget, he also has his was it Anchor Watch tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern on his channel. I will be there next Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to have some coffee. Now, I'm usually good. Like, I don't go to bed that early, but I just want, like, I want to be fully like, yes, I want to talk about this. But, camera, lights, action, Kempire is always ready. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow, Down with Jason will be here on the channel to talk about Below Deck. Excited to talk about that. Captain Lee is back. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. So back to this. Let's talk about the final couple. Oh, Jenny and Sumit. Jenny and Sumit. I don't know about y'all. Maybe they got our notes from last season, because Jenny and Sumit, their story halfway through, I was just like, last season, I was like, all right, I'm over Jenny and Sumit. Jenny, go home. Jenny, go home. Jenny, go home. But this season, the producers have taken notes. They are pre-producing moments for us, because realistically, Sumit's parents do not see any future. There's no convincing Sumit's parents that Jenny can be their daughter-in-law, even if she learns how to cook everything, even if she is to convert to Hinduism. There is no way. There is no way. This episode, though, even I was shocked, and I've been to India. I've never seen this, though. I was impressed with the parents, though, and their flexibility. But look, if you practice yoga, no matter your size or age, you will be able to move like them. I'm still working on my flexibility, and I haven't done yoga in a few weeks, but I'm going to start doing my yoga again. I don't know if I'm going to get to the level of Sumit's mama. Sumit's mama is funny. And the fact that she says a lot of things in Hindu, shading Jenny, and Jenny's just sort of like, uh-huh. I love it. Jenny had diarrhea. Why did we need to know that Jenny had diarrhea? But look, sidebar, you have not gone to India unless something's gone wrong with your stomach, at least once. And I have to say, the last trip that I did to India, I was there for 2 weeks. I was on a very expensive tour. Look, I'm of a certain age. I cannot be, backpacking through India. No. So all of our food and stuff like that, but I was eating lots of curry. I was loving it. One day, though, it got me. It got me. So you can't go to India and not get Delhi belly. You can't, you have to. It's a part of the tradition. But I don't think that's what was going on with Jenny. I think Jenny was just trying to avoid the parents. Jenny's been there, how many years now? She ain't got no Delhi belly. She been had that. Right? She was just avoiding the parents. Just says, I believe Jenny and Sumit love each other, but Sumit is stuck to his parents and can't make a decision to save his life. I agree. I do believe that. Look, if you've seen my recaps before, if you've seen when I drop by Up and Adam, I've said this for a very long time. I believe that they truly are in love with each other. This relationship has spanned 10 years. Almost 10 years, these two have been together in a relationship. And even in a pandemic, they've survived through a pandemic. And y'all already know, some of y'all were ready to kill your loved ones, including your children, during this pandemic. All right? And I can't blame you. I can't imagine living with someone in a pandemic. Just a reminder, guys, don't forget to hydrate. If you have your coldest water bottle already, take a sip. Get your coldest water bottle today. I saw someone, a couple of people got their coldest water bottle earlier today. Get one. Don't forget to use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. Keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. They come in multiple sizes, even a size for kids. With COVID going on, you can't use the fountains in schools. Get your kid a COVID-free water bottle, coldest water bottle. More information is available in the description of this video. Shout out to our coldest water family. We all have coldest water bottles. We're staying hydrated and we're getting great skin. Okay. All right. So Jenny and Sumit. So this episode, look, we've seen the parents move in. I feel like this is a pre-produced situation and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this pre-produced situation. I know that Jenny will never be good enough for Sumit, according to the parents. The mom critiquing Jenny's kitchen, we all agreed. Apparently, there were think pieces on how messy that kitchen was. It was messy. I mean, personally, that's not how my kitchen looks. I like to have my counters clear. I don't like a lot of stuff, and when there's a lot of stuff, and right now, I don't like a lot of stuff on my counters. Okay, so when they were cleaning up, I was like, I agree with the mama here. I agree with her. And then when she was sweeping the floor, why was that so much stuff on the floor? Also could be a pre-produced moment. But I can't say that the cup marks on the table was a pre-produced moment. That seemed like it was real. And I believe Jenny, everyone's cleaning habits are very different. Everyone lives differently. If you could be in some people's homes, some people are nasty. I'm just saying, some people are nasty. MEP, oh, hold on. Uh-oh, there goes. MEP says Jenny is carrying the whole family financially. Look, she is. Technically, when you think about it, she's making a lot of money off of this show. And when I say a lot of money for living in India. And she gets her Social Security. She makes it seem as if that's all she's living on. But no, she's also getting money from this show. She's the one getting paid. I'm sure she shares that money with Sumit. Having the family on the show, I'm sure they're giving the family something. They're not just showing up on the show for nothing. Moving in. All right. Y'all thought I forgot about the whole yoga situation. Yes, we saw them do yoga. Another pre-produced moment. What I was not ready for, and I'm not going to even show a picture, was the pulling that, I don't know what that was. It was like a rubber thing through the nose and then through the throat to clear out their sinuses. I wasn't ready for it, but I was like, I bet it works. But I felt for the mama, though. I was like, is this your first time doing it, mama? Because she was choking. She was like, I was like, maybe she had a lot more to work through. Because the father, he was like, oh. I was like, is it like a game? But I bet it works because, there are a lot of cultures that have little things that we try to take pills for. They have all natural remedies for and works better. You're not going to see me do that, though. I barely want to do a neti pot. But you know how you do the neti pot and then you pour it? I barely want to do that. You're going to have me go. I just, if the editors added that little squeaking noise, I would have fell out. I would have fell out. But I appreciate the moment because I've never seen that. I've been to India twice. I've never seen that. I've never heard of that. But I've heard of a neti pot, and that's one way to, clear out your sinuses. I just never seen that. I love it. I loved it. So he says, I'll stay with my neti pot. Oh my God. I'm just saying. When I saw it, I wasn't ready for it. But now that I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, I bet it works. Come on, y'all. Anyways, guys, look, I don't know where the time goes. It's already almost an hour of talking about some of our favorite shows on TLC, including The Family Chantel, I Love a Mama's Boy, and The Prize Fighters, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. I know a lot of you are watching 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Single Life. But look, if you have Discovery Plus, we were watching it on Discovery Plus months ago. But part of me feels like we should talk about it. Right now, they're doing the tell-all. So maybe the next time it happens, now that Discovery Plus is becoming more available everywhere else. So 90 Day Single Life was really good with Big Ed and all those problematic people. But We are, of course, are covering all kinds of things here on the channel, including some of your favorite hot topics in pop culture. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We have over 200 and something people, almost 250 people watching. Be sure to like the video. If you're watching the replay of this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We will be live again in about 2 hours to talk about a sneak peek from the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Thank you to my moderators for making the time to be here. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members, our new members that are joining, and shout out to our subscribers or the people that just watch all the time. You're still helping the channel. You're still supporting the channel. I appreciate you, but why not subscribe so you don't miss out on anything that's coming up? Anything. All right. Thank you all for being here. I will see you guys. Oh, yes. Donna says, I like pillow talk on these shows too. I do too. And that's one of the ways that I sort of refresh my brain on like 90 Day Fiance or The Family Chantel. I rewatch that and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that scene. So I do watch that as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. Again, don't forget to like the video. I appreciate you all being here. Oh yes, so I have to get into 90 Day the Caribbean. That there's another version of the show. We have to, it's just not enough time in the day. Not enough time in the day. I will see you guys in just a couple of hours. Again, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to join our Texan community. Join our Texan community at TheKempire.com. Thank you all for being here. And I think we're going to do a live watch party on my TikTok at TheKempire of Insecure tonight. All right. I'll have more details when we go live for Potomac. I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.